Hi, my name is Charles Plath. I'm doing the storyboards for Alec Brown's new project, MyManz. You've probably seen the tagline all over Facebook, Choose Your Hustle. And he wanted us to kind of show everyone our process on doing storyboards. So that's what I'm going to do over the next minute or so. The good thing about working with Alec is he always knows this stuff. He's always prepared, has this stuff already shot by shot all the way down. He knows how he wants to do it. And he's really good about it too, because even if you come up with something, and, he's open to looking at it and think, oh, that actually is a good idea. Let's use it as an alternate. So we'll start off with the thumbnail sketches. Just very loose. And from here, we'll take these to the iPad and we'll use them on, I use an application called Sketchbook Pro. And Sketchbook Pro is actually really slick. It gives me the ability to do similar things that you would do in Photoshop, where you can do it in different layers. Here's a shot we did of the main character after a car has been lit on fire. This is just a quick thumbnail. I did it as we were speaking on the phone. There's the same shot. The storyboards aren't supposed to be much more detailed than this. We want to get down the main action and those shots really quick. So we'll frame it out, and I'll take the idea that we had in the thumbnail sketch and then just redo it. And because I'm doing it digitally, if we need to make changes, it's a lot easier to do that as well. So here's a perfect example of that. So you'll see that it's in different layers. And I can turn all these layers on and off. So in this one, we just start with the frame. Here's the thumbnail sketch for it. And Alec had said, this is a shot of the two guys walking away after the transaction has been done, and there's fire in the background from the automobile burning that they've lit on fire, and they're taking off. They have the backpacks on. So I did this really quick as him and I were speaking on the phone. So usually with those, what I'll do is, the first thing is I'll do a very light sketch on one layer. So you'll see we've roughed in the characters really quick in about what the shot is that we think. And then after doing that, we'll have another drawing over the top of that, which is just darker outlines, adding a little bit more definition in. Again, sometimes this kills illustrators because you think, oh, I should be adding all sorts of crazy detail. It's not a comic book. It's not, you're not doing fully rendered artwork. This is just to get the actions down. So this one has, I kind of went over my rough and tightened them up a little bit more so we can see and delineate things a little bit more. And then I added another layer of shading, and this one for the characters. So here, I know the light's coming from the back because the car is on fire and it's behind them. So I added some shading to them that they have the glow coming from behind. So just the edges of them would be lit and the shadows would be all in the front of them as they're leaving away from the vehicle. And then we have another layer which I can then throw in that shows some of the shading from the fire going on in the background. He already hit me back on this one and he said, I love it, it looks good, but I think the shot's a little too close on them. I think we need to see more of the car. So this one will have to be redone. But the good thing about doing this in Sketchbook Pro and doing them digitally is that now I can actually go in and I could just create another layer. I could reduce this one down. He wants the shot a little farther back. And I could draw remnants of the car and those things burning in the background. So we could still retain all of this and move forward with his changes on this. And this is how we've worked in the past on other projects, and this is how we plan to work forward, moving forward on this project as well. And just going back and forth, we continually do this. We'll talk on the phone, we'll do the thumbnail sketches, we'll make sure we got those down, and then I'll start zipping these out off of Sketchbook Pro, sending him the PDFs, and he approves, and we can work like that over the phone back and forth. So that's really it in a nutshell. That's how Alec and I work when we do the storyboards. Like I said, he comes in already, he knows the details on all of these things. He knows what he wants, where he wants to go. And we really just try to sketch out the vision, his vision, and the actions in these scenes as best we can to articulate that story and get that point across. So that's how we do the storyboards on Alec Brown's project.